Okay, today I want to show how to install and how to use Dime. Dime is an application that used for prototyping and modeling. So Dime stands for Deva Integrated Modeling Environment. It provides integrated environment and we can design different models and it integrate all these models and based of these models, then we can prototype an application. So how to install this and how to use this, I want to work now. So first of all, we need to download Dime and also we need to have the components required for Dime. The component that required for Dimes, we need Docker Dime. From introduction, the wiki page is a nice wiki page. You can find a lot of information about Dime from here. From the introduction, Dime is a programming-less environment to easily design, accomplish, and contribute your idea for web application. So as I told, the Dime is using for web application development. So, but we can design different models and we can integrate them and also we can prototype an application with this. So the good point of Dime is that it is less programming less environment. Programming less environment, it means that we do not need to code anything. We model to represent the process, to represent the data, to represent the interface, and additionally that it integrates all of these models, it creates codes as well. It creates code as well. So with this code, we can work in this inside of Dime, or we can export these codes and extend that out of Dime as well. So, but the good point is that it creates a full functional application, a full functional actually. So you can create a full functional application with this, and then you can share with the stakeholders, you can share with the customer, and then collect feedbacks from them. This is the good point of Dime, and you do not need to write codes. Although if you want to write codes, if you need it in some parts that you need to write codes, you can write code out of Dime as well. In Java, you can write code in Java and import that code to Dime. Also, the vice versa, when you design the models, when you integrate these models and then you generate the code, then you can export this code and use out of Dime as well. So why we say this is programming less environment, so you do not need to write the codes because we say this is a programming less environment. You do not need to write the code. This is the good point of Dime. So now how to install this and how to use this. So to install this, it is actually designed by the university, developed by the University Ratman University in Germany. So the work is still on this. If you want to check the daily work, then you can download the daily update from here. This is in Dortmund University here in Germany. You can download the daily update from here. But the latest build and the one that is stable, the stable version, you can see in this link. You can find for the Linux, for the Mac, and for the Windows. For any of them that you need to use, you have the application, you can download and use this. So, and also when you download this, then you have to unzip and then you can use this. For any this operating system that you downloaded, just it is zip it, you have to unzip that. Which technology is used in this? Java, because it's adaptable with Java, you can import Java code from out of DIME to DIME, and you can export to from DIME to out of DIME and extend the application. Eclipse, Extend, Angular, and Dart. These are the technologies that used in DIME. This is a combination of all of them. So now I want to download this. So I want to download DIME. So now the download of DIME is started from here. When I download it, now what I need to do. So until this downloading, I want to download the other components as well. I want to download the other components as well. What other components it has? So we need to install also Docker. We need to install Docker because this is the requirements. We need to install DIME and we need to install Docker. Actually, we do not need to install this Docker CE or Docker Community Edition. I want to install this one. I want to install, or one of them, I want to install one of them. Okay, the Docker Campus only required if you intend to deploy the via CLI. If you want to install CLI or command line interface, the Windows PowerShell, if you want to use Windows PowerShell, in that case, it's better to use Docker Campus. If you want to use with graphical user interface, on that case, you can use this one as well. So I want to install now this Docker CE or Docker Community Edition. Okay, now I want to install this one. This Docker also have different design it for different, develop it for different operating systems. Docker for Mac, Docker for Windows, Docker for Linux. I need for Windows for now. So then Docker desktop for Windows. Now I need to download this. I need to download this. Okay, Docker desktop for Windows. Okay, already started download. Now it's downloading. Okay, let me stop one of them because it started 2 sessions of download. The DIME is already downloaded here. DIME is already downloaded here. So I have downloaded DIME here now in my computer. When Docker also downloaded, then I want to install Docker and the DIME together. Okay, DIME is no need for download for installation. Only I need to unzip this and use that. But for Docker, I need to install that. Okay, when you install Docker, what other things you need? The system requirements, you need to consider that you should have a good computer. This is the requirements of a computer. I'm sure your computers can support this 64 bits processor, and this is the specification of the computer. Then with Docker, together to Docker, we need this actually, WSL2. We need this WSL2 as well. And we need to active this Hyper-V as well. So we need to install this one also. So how to do this installation? When this installation, Docker installation completed, now I want to start to install the other requirements. Other requirements, let me check here. We need to install also this one. For Windows, if you use Windows Home Edition, in that case, we need to install also this WSL. Okay, I want to install also this one. Okay, Windows subsystem for Linux installation. Okay, I want to install also this one. How to install this? It has 10 steps. It has not 10 steps actually, it has 6 steps. First of all, I need to open the Windows PowerShell. Open the Windows PowerShell as administrator. Now I have this Windows PowerShell as administrator. Then I start from step 1. Step 1, copy this and paste. Copy and paste. Okay, now it's installing, enabling the feature. When this one completed, then you need to check the second step. Check the requirements for running WSL2. The requirements, you have to check your computer. My computer is fine. You have to check the requirements here. Then, if your computer have these requirements, then we have to enable virtual machine features. We need to enable the virtual machine features. How to do this? I want to copy this and paste to the PowerShell again. I want to copy this and paste to the PowerShell. The first step is completed. I want to do this in second step as well. Okay, second step also completed. Now I want to check also the third step. Third step is also completed. I want to check the fourth step. Fourth step is now I need to download the latest package of WSL2. Now I need to download the latest packet of Linux kernel update package for Windows. Okay, now I want to download this. Click on this. It's very small package. Just you can install this also. Now I have Docker also on my computer. Docker is also installed on my computer. I have downloaded in my computer. Okay, when you completed this, install Docker and also install this WSL update. Install this one also. Now I install this one as well. This is installed now. Docker also, you need to install Docker as well. When you install Docker, make sure that you have your computer should be connected to the electricity, because it takes a little time. And also the other important thing is that it needs restart. Make sure that you saved all your files because it needs restart. So when you completed this, then you have to check in the fifth step, you have to change that to the version 2. So again, to the PowerShell, you have to change that to the to this one. Okay, now I have version 2. So when you completed that also, then you have to install the Linux for Windows. We have the good point of Windows 10 is that it has Linux as well. We can install Linux also with that. Okay, you can install one of them. You can install or you can also use the Microsoft Store. Just you can open Microsoft Store and then search what you want to download, what you want to install. Just you can start installation. Just search here. Now I want to install Ubuntu. I want to install Ubuntu here. I want to install Ubuntu. If you already install it, then you need to launch this. Otherwise, you can, instead of this launch, you will see the Git. You should download this and then install. Okay, now I want to launch this. This is, in my case, it's already active. It's already active and it's working. But if you do not have active one, on that case, you have to download from here. And then when it's just write it git, when you got that, when it's downloaded, then after download, then you have to launch and you have to create username and password for you, and then it will be ready. So what we need to do, Docker installation and WSL installation, and also this Linux for Windows. You need to install these things. When you complete, and also WSL for sure. When you completed all these things, then that DOIM will work. Then DOIM will work. So now I have actually Docker in my computer. I have WSL, and also I have Linux here. Now it's ready. Now that's ready.
Okay, now DIME is ready. I can start designing the models, and also I can integrate all the models and create the prototypes. Okay, the DIME I have that's inside of the document. So that's here. I start DIME. First of all, I need to create a workspace here. Of course, workspace inside of this directory. It's better to be inside of DIME directory. Now I want to start DIME and start designing. Okay, now I want to create a new application. So in this environment, you can see the project explorer. Any project I create, it will be here. And we have the work environment here. And also we have the model validation and project validation. So we can validate the project also in this, in the bottom left side. So we have the project property in the bottom of the project. Of course, this window is customizable. You always can customize this. So in the right side, you have some palette and tools that we can use during our design. Okay, now I want to create a new DOIM app. We can create new project, we can create new process, we can create new graphical user interface, new data. So, but now I want to create a new DOIM app. When I want to create a new DOIM app, I have two options. One option is to create a new application from scratch. So this is in the case that we do not have any example app. We have some example app that we can customize this, but we can create a new application from scratch as well. For now, I want to use this, the new project with an example app. Although I can create also from the new application from scratch. Let's use the new application from scratch. I do this. Okay, what I want to create, I want to create, just today I want to create the health care management information system. Healthcare management information system. So this healthcare management information system, for sure, before we start this design, the data model or process model, and before we start with DIME, it's better to collect the requirements, and we should know the requirements. So now I want to start from here. Okay, the DIME models, our work is in this environment. The DIME model, first of all, I want to open this app dot. App dot is actually the model that we can open others models also through this. This is actually in from this environment we can generate the code as well. Anytime we want to generate the code, we have to click here in the G button. So, but now I don't want to work in this environment. I want to start from the data model. From the data model, still, even when I start from a project from scratch, still it has the user, the concrete user and the base user. But other data that I need, I want to create now. Okay, first of all, I want to create a type, data type here. So I want to create the healthcare management information system, healthcare management information system. And then what this healthcare management information system will have. So at least let's create two models. Let's create two module. One module I want to create here, it is the human resource management information system, and also another module we can have patient management information system. So now let's connect them, associate with this, and associate with the healthcare management information system. Okay, now we have, and the connection between the healthcare management information system to the concrete user can be bidirectional association. So for the patient management information system, now we can add the attributes from right side from this palette, or we can double click on this. Now I want to double click on this and add the attributes. What I want to add, okay, I want to add the patient name, then the patient last name, patient last name, and also for the patient types of illness, or types of sickness, and also still that's in text. The types is text. The types of data is text, and contact person. Still the types is text, and the contact number, so but contact number is integer. Okay, now at least we have some data here, example data. For the HR also we can have the HR, the human resource or staff contact number, staff mobile number. Let's consider integer. Then staff email is in text. Okay, we can consider staff name, staff last name, and staff name. Okay, that's enough for now. I want to save this, and now I want to create an interface for this. Okay, this is the public interface, which is already exists here. The public interface already exists, but now I want to create also an interface for the this healthcare management information system. If I want to create this, where should create this? It's better to be inside of the graphical user interface. We have two interfaces. One interface is private home, another one is public home. The public home and the private home, do not have any data, but at least we have this two page. I want to create one new page. Okay, right click, new graphical user interface, And the new graphical user interface is a healthcare management information system. This is a new interface. What do I want to have in this interface? In this interface, I want to have, okay, let's open the data. I want to have here two modules. One is the healthcare management information system, the HR management information system, and one we have the patient management information system. Patient management information system. Okay, now we have two of them. Although we can open, we also can do like this to have two different pages. Let's do this to have two different pages. One page for the one page we can have for the patient management information system, and one page for the healthcare management information system, for the HR management information system. Let's rename this. Let's rename this for the. Let's rename this instead of healthcare management information system. Let's put HR management information system. Let's create this as HR management information system. Okay. Now the HR management information system is here. I want to add the HR data. I want to add the HR data, and I want to create a table also here. Okay, let's add a form, and I want to connect this data to the form, and I should be able to submit this. And to submit, I want to connect that to the submit form as well. Okay, now I want to save this. Let's check if there is no error. No error. Let's create also another page. I want to create another page for the patient management information system. Patient management information system. For the patient management information system, I want to add now this data here. And I want to add a form here. So connect this data to the form, and also connect this data to the submit. Okay, now I want to save this one also. And let's create the process also. Now I want to create process also for this for this two interface. How the process will be? The process is inside of the interaction. Okay, interaction. Let's create the process also. New process. New process. Okay, one process I want to define for the patient management information system. This is one process. Okay, how I want to process this? First of all, I want to, when we open the home interface, let's first, it should be, we open the home interface. Then we log into the private interface. We log in the private interface. We have two options. One option is that we able to log in from the home interface to the others, and another option is that we can open the private interface from private interface to the other interface. Okay, let's do like this, that we should be able to log in from public to the other interface. Otherwise, we can do like this. Okay, here we do not have any other things, but now we can add a button here for two other new interface that we created. Let's create some button here. I want to add a button here before logout. I want to create a button here. This button, I named this to patient management information system. Patient management information system. Let's give some style also for this, a blue button. And also I want to add another button here, name it, let's name this HR management information system. So let's give some style for this also to, okay. Now I want to save this. If now I go to this process, I want to bring this private home here, private home. I have these two other things as well. Okay, now I log into this. Okay, now from both of them, I should be able to log into the process. Okay, then success. I can create some other process also, but now for now, it can be enough. Let's save this. Check if there is no error. There is some error in the home page. It's okay. Let's create another process also for the, okay, one other process for the HR. One other process for the HR. This was for patient management information system. Let's create one other process for the HR. For the HR also, new process, HR management information system. Just let's define the same, the public page, log into the public page. Okay, no, not first, we should log into the public page. Public page, then we log into the private page. Then from the private page, we can start other process, or we can log into and to this other page. Okay, now now this is the process. Okay, I want to save this, and let's go to the home interface. To the home interface here. Okay, here everything is fine. Here I want to update this. Now we have two other interface. So first, let me bring the patient management information system. I want to connect this, and then after the patient management information system, the process should be started here. The process, I want to create a process also. Then after the process completed, it should be returned back to the home, to the private home. So, and also when we completed this, it should be returned back to the patient management information system page. Also for this one, for the HR management information system, again, I want to bring this to patient management information system, connect this, and then we can define, we can also add the process, the processes here, the process. I want to connect now to the process, and when this process completed, I should be able to return back to the home interface. Okay, this one also the same. The data flow should be like this. Now I want to check. Okay, no error. Let's deploy this. Okay, because I can restart now. Let's restart this. Sometimes when you do not have active Docker for this project, it's happening like this. Now I have active Docker. Docker is running here. That's active. But now let's restart this project. Now I restart this. When I restart this, then now the project will start with Docker. Okay, when this is started, then we can deploy and we will see the result. Now this is restarted and you see that it started with Docker and Docker is running. If you have a lot of change, we can purge and deploy. If we have small change, we can redeploy this. But for now, I want to purge and deploy. When you purge and deploy, it means everything, the infrastructure of the application will be redeployed. But if you have a live database in Dime and you have data inside of this, in that case, it's better to not purge and deploy. I want to purge and deploy now. So when now it's started already, you see that 44% of that already deployed. Now it takes a little time. It takes a little time to complete, but you can see now that what we have here. So the property of the project, the property of the models, and the property of each attributes is here. And then if problem happen, you can see the problem here. You can deploy from this button, from these buttons. So this is actually the property. And in the left side, you can see the project validation and also the model validation. And if you want to see the maintain, that's also possible. If you want to see with outline, that's also possible. So in the right side, you can see the palette. These tools are using for the project that you design. In the right side also, you can see the control and you can see all the controls that you have here. So you can change always. You always have this option to change this environment, but this is the standard environment that now I work. For now, I needed this data, and I use that. Also, you can use this control buttons as well. So in the control, in the data, you can see also common SIB. This common SIB is actually, if you open this, you also can see the SIB here. Okay, now the deployment completed. The SIB is here, the SIB is in Java. The SIB is in Java. So this SIB is already designed here. This SIB is already designed here. But if you want to design some new SIB, develop some new SIB, in that case, you can write a Java code and import here. Because I say that the good point of Dime is that you can import the Java code here in this Dime, and also you can export Java code from Dime to out of Dime. Okay, now this is deployed. Let me check this. Okay, login. Now we can log in. We have actually some existing. We already have some existing user. If you check here in the startup, we have some user here. Username Peter, and we have another username John. We can create new user also, new concrete user. We also can create new concrete user, but it's no needed. But if you want to create, let me create a new concrete user here. I can create some new concrete user. Okay, create user. So now I can create new user here. Let's change this to static, convert to static, or I can double click on this also. So now to the property, I want to create name for myself, first name, and last name, and also password. I want to put PWD, and for the username, I want to create a username also for this. Okay, now before we end the session, we connect that to here. Okay, now I want to connect this to here, and then we end the session. Okay, this is also, now I need to redeploy this. Now I need to redeploy this. Okay, let me close this that we can log in with the new user. This is the concrete user actually that I will have here. Okay, deployed, completed. So now I want to log into this. I want to log in with any of that user. For now, I want to log in with Peter. Password was PWD. So, okay, now in this page, you see who log in. Peter is login here. I can log out from here, or I can log into other pages. Okay, I want to log into the patient management information system. You can see that now I can write this, then submit, and then I design it like this. That when I submit, then I return back to the home here. Okay, also to the HR management information system. Also, I can write name, last name, email, mobile number, and these things. Okay, this is what we have. We can log out also from here. So this is what we created. This is what we created. So this is an example, of course, and you can design many applications. You can design different applications. You can adapt this and you can customize this, or you can create your own project from scratch. Good luck.